Okay, so for number 6, we have the width of a rectangle is 6 less than twice the length if the area is 81 centimeters squared. What is the length of the diagonal? Okay, so I wrote it out so I could just kind of talk through it because there's a bit of writing. So I let my length be x, and then my width was 6 less than twice the length. So there's my 2 times the length less 6. And then noting my area is 81 here. And so then this step is where I'm going length times width equals area, and then I distribute that x through and bring the 81 over and get in standard form. I bet all this part went fine. And then I tossed in the quadratic formula and did some math and then got down to here. And this is where I suspect you're probably at this line or this line, but here's my guesses. Oh, and then let me say here I'm using the positive root only because we're talking about the length of the side of a rectangle, so a negative distance doesn't make sense in that application. So positive root only. And I'm wondering right here if you go 6 plus the square root of that number divided by 4 in a calculator, it will give you the wrong answer because this numerator would have needed to be in parentheses. So I would suggest if you didn't get that number, and that was my first spot where I thought you might have had trouble, try going 6 plus square root 684 and then enter, and then go divide by 4, enter. And that will get you this because then your order of operations will be right. And then if you got this number but something was wrong down here, what I could tell you is I typed this in the first time and got it wrong. It's hard to type all that mess. And all this is x squared plus 2x minus 6 squared. So just doing the Pythagorean theorem for the diagonal with this value. And I went to 3 decimal places since I was going to round to 2 at the end. And that, again, is also kind of hard to type at the calculator. So I bet your issue is probably one of those 2 spots in the calculator. Let me know if you still have questions.